Marbella with Him and Her are proud to be sponsored by the friendliest bar in San Pedro, the Hogan Stand. The place for amazing food, live music and sport, karaoke, quizzes, and a welcoming smile. Why would you want to go anywhere else? Check out their Instagram page at the Hogan Stand and at the Hogan Hackers for their golf society.
This podcast may contain adult themes and strong language. Welcome to this week's episode of Marbella with Him and Her, brought to you by the Hogan Stand. He is
PJ Lopez and she is
Hannah Murray. We've been gardening.
My legs ache.
We're like a middle-aged couple.
Well, speak for yourself.
Something we forgot to mention last week that you did at the retreat that you've never done before.
Go naked?
No, you had a bath outside.
Yes, I did. With sunglasses on because it was sunny.
You've never done that before. There was an outside bath, and I expect a lot of people will see it and go, who would have an outside bath? PJ would.
I love baths, and outside even better. Yeah, I'd do it again. One with nature, I was.
You were at one with nature. This was at DDG retreat that we stayed at last weekend, which was fabulous. Recommended it to lots of people. I did 4 exercise classes this week.
Crazy mofo.
I know, I did 2 reformer Pilates classes. I did body pump and I did body combat. I did body combat when you had a work thing on Wednesday night. And I thought, I might have a glass of wine. And then I was like, no, you know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to do an exercise class.
Can you just tell me what you've done with Hannah Murray?
What?
Well, there's this weird person that's invaded her body and does weird things like exercise at night rather than drinking wine.
I know. Who am I? But I've had my fair share of wine this week as well. So life is all about balance.
Yes, you certainly balanced last night.
Balanced all week. On Monday night, we went to Amy and Ross's house because Amy and I wanted to watch the Love Island final.
I have no words.
You had a nice catch up with Ross, though.
I did. It was good. So I enjoyed that very much.
And we had some delicious chicken chicken fajitas.
Yeah, they were really good. I love Mexican food.
I know. Really, really nice.
We don't have enough Mexican food.
No, we don't, do we? We should do chicken fajitas. It was really nice. And Katie, their daughter, made you a big chocolate brownie cake with candles on, and we got to sing happy birthday to you.
I've eaten so much cake last week.
Yeah, you had a birthday at work, didn't you? You had one and they got a cake. And then a couple of days later, Oxy had a birthday and they did cake for her. So you've got cake coming out your ears.
I have. I'm caked out. Maybe
you should be doing 4 exercise classes a week.
I've just done lots of gardening.
Okay, fair enough. Quite a few interviews I did on Talk Radio Europe this week that I wanted to mention because there were so many really interesting people. I actually replayed the interview that I did with Ronnie Ledrew back in 2019 because he sadly died this week. Do you know who Ronnie Ledrew is?
Ronnie Ledrew.
Yeah.
No.
He was the voice of Zippy and George from Rainbow.
Oh, yeah, Jeffrey.
That's really good. You could take over from him.
Well, I don't think they're still going, are they?
No, that's true. Good point. But if they ever need someone. So he was lovely. What a lovely man. He had so many good stories. Do you remember there was Rod, Jane and Freddie? And do you remember there was this big scandal that Jane was with one of them and then they split up and she got together with the other one?
Were they swingers?
No, She was just with one and then they split up and got together with the other one. And I asked him about it and he said, oh, yeah, that was absolutely true.
No.
But it didn't change their friendship. The 3 of them carried on touring. Don't slut shame Jane.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Poor Freddie.
Well, or not. They were all quite happy.
But what about poor Jeffrey? Or was he just with Bungle?
I'm not sure. I didn't go into the sexuality of all of the characters.
Okay.
My entrepreneur of the week was an amazing guy called Eric Yaverbaum. He runs a PR company in New York, which he's been doing for over 40 years. And he had some great stories. I asked him if he'd ever had a client that he wasn't that excited about, because obviously in PR, you've got to be really excited about your client and say, oh, we can get you this media, we can get you that, and get them in front of all the top media people. And he said, to be honest, in the early days, they had Domino's Pizza. And he said, we're based in New York and we know our pizza. And then he came up with this amazing marketing campaign. He was like, right, you need to make the fastest pizza ever. And that was the whole marketing campaign, Domino's, fastest pizza ever. And it went crazy. And he got them involved with the Super Bowl and getting sports stars in America saying how they like to have their pizza. And yeah, Domino's just became massive because of his PR campaigns.
How do you like to have your pizza?
I like a truffle pizza, as you know.
Yes. We had one the other day, didn't we? No, we had something the other day that was meant to have truffle in, and it didn't.
That was the mashed potato.
Oh, yes, truffle mash without truffle.
Yeah, so
But
it's
just
basically mash. Yeah, exactly. Another thing that he said, I was asking him how he got started, and he said there was this baseball strike many decades ago now in America, and he said he wasn't even a baseball fan particularly. He decided to create this campaign saying that if these baseball stars were going to go on strike, then the fans will go on strike too. So every day that you as baseball players go on strikes, the fan will go on strike and they won't come to a game. And he got on all of the major networks, got on like Good Morning America. He was on the Larry King show. He did a piece in the New York Times, the Washington Post. He was absolutely everywhere. And everyone was saying to him, so, how do you get this press? And he said, well, I look after my clients and I wanted to make sure that we got this campaign out there. He didn't have any clients really. He was literally just starting out. And basically after that, the phone was off the hook because people were like, oh, this guy's got so many amazing contacts. They all came after him because he was doing this campaign. It was just really, really smart.
Yeah, that's a genius move.
Isn't it? Really, really good. And it actually linked in or sort of reminded me of the advice that, not reminded me because it was a couple of days later this week that I interviewed Simon Woodruff. This is a pre-recorded interview I did because he's going to be my entrepreneur of the week in a few weeks' time. He was the founder of Yo Sushi and he was one of the first dragons. He was one of the first people to go on Dragon's Den, which was interesting. And I asked him if he had any tips, if there were budding entrepreneurs listening. He said, oversell yourself. That's what I would recommend. Seriously back yourself and oversell yourself. And in order to get yourself in the door.
Yeah, I think that's good advice because a lot of people are quite shy and they undersell themselves.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult thing to oversell yourself. And,
because
to have that confidence to be able to do it.
Exactly. I've interviewed a lot of people about confidence and it's such an interesting one because we, particularly British people, are brought up to supposed to be really polite and unassuming and you don't want to be cocky and you don't want to start saying, oh, I'm so good at what I do because you come across as, well, cocky and arrogant. So people tend to undersell themselves instead of saying, I'm a very good radio presenter, I'm a good interviewer. Saying these things aloud can make you feel quite uncomfortable because you don't want people to go, oh, she thinks a lot of herself. So people generally undersell themselves.
Yeah, I think, as you said, it's a very British trait or an English trait maybe, because I'm not sure the Scottish are quite the same. But yeah, very English to be a little bit shy, a little bit reserved.
And with all these people I've interviewed, all these entrepreneurs, they're not that. In order to have become successful, in order to have got their feet in the door at these different businesses, Sam Teal getting into Marks and Spencer's, he was saying, I just don't take no for an answer. You contact these people and you say, I want to do this for you. I'm really good at this. I can do this for your company. I can do this for your business, whatever it might be. And that's how people are getting successful. They just go out there and make it happen. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you'll see a new me.
Oh, will I?
Yes.
Oh, exciting.
I'm going out to make it happen.
Oh, I love that for you. So Simon Woodruff, as well as starting Yo Sushi, that's developed into Yo Tels. So as well as having sushi restaurants, the conveyor belt, that's his thing. He's also got hotels everywhere now as well.
Pretty sure that's the one that I fell out of bed of in Gatwick Airport.
That's funny.
It wasn't funny, it hurt.
Okay. I asked him, did he do well when he was on Dragon's Den? Did he make some good investments and make lots of money? He said he made absolutely zero money. None of them did at the beginning.
Wow.
I know. Guess how old he was when he founded his first Yo Sushi?
32.
45.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so again, he was making a point whether you're a young budding entrepreneur or you're a little bit older and think, oh, I've passed it now, it's too late for me. It's not. He made all his money starting from the age of 45 onwards. So there you go.
So it's not too late for me.
It's not, and it's not too late for me either. Something I realised this week, which was slightly depressing, I've been reading his book, which isn't depressing, it's really good. It's called Yo Man, and it was sent to me as a PDF. And I realised, which is an absolute game changer, you can put PDF documents onto your Kindle. I just Googled it to see how you do it, and it's perfectly legal. And I get sent PDFs all the time, the books and the people I interview. So now I can read them on my Kindle, which is amazing. But the only thing with doing that, when you've got a PDF as opposed to actually buying the Kindle, the words, the lettering is that much smaller. So you need to kind of zoom in. So it's a little bit faffy, but I'm still doing it. But
Faffy, that's a good word, isn't it?
I love faffy. I don't like things that are faffy, but the word's quite cool. I was struggling to read it with the lettering being really small, and you lent me a pair of your reading glasses. And I was like, oh my God, game changer.
Yeah, so you obviously need to have an eye test.
Does that mean I'm getting old?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's always something to look forward to, isn't there? I also spoke to Sam Bailey this week. She won the X Factor in 2013. Amazing singer. She's currently starring in Mamma Mia, The Party in London. Have you heard of this?
Yes. Is it the restaurant?
Yeah, where you get like a four-course Greek meal and then they're singing and telling you a story. It's as if you're going into a Greek taverna.
It's what they call it, an immersive experience.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. So Peter Andre's just done a few weeks with her, and I was supposed to interview him, but it didn't happen in the end. But it was great to speak to Sam. I'd really like to do this. We love Greek food. And I mean, who doesn't love ABBA?
Yeah, it looks great. I think it was quite steep, though. I don't think it's a cheap night out.
I'm sure it's not, but I suppose you're getting a 4-course meal and amazing entertainment. When you say steep, how much are you talking?
I think it was quite expensive.
You can't remember. You can't put a price on it.
No.
Okay.
But I remember hearing
under 100 quid?
No.
Over £100?
Oh, yes.
Wow. Okay. Oh, well, we'll save up for it. I also interviewed the broadcasting legend that is Diddy David Hamilton this week. What a lovely man. He's been broadcasting for 7 decades.
Wow. How old was he?
Well,
sorry, I was yawning.
Fucking, am I keeping you up?
Yes.
He did his first radio show in 1959.
Wow.
He is 87 now.
That's crazy.
And he's still broadcasting every day. Can you believe that?
I can, because he was very, very good. I remember him. And he had big sideburns, I think, and very blonde hair.
Yeah. He's now got very white hair, and we spoke on Zoom so we could see each other. He's really smiley, and he's still got the most amazing radio voice. I complimented on his voice. I thought he sounded great. I also interviewed Barry Greenfield, who had some amazing stories about meeting John Lennon and speaking to John Lennon and things. He asked me who my favourite Beatle was, and I told him it was John Lennon. And he said, oh, he's such a nice man. He's really sincere, really honest. And he was saying all these lovely words about John Lennon. Then he said, a bit like you, really? And I was like, what? Did you just compare me to John Lennon? It was one of the coolest moments of my life.
It's really weird. You say that. I mean, quite often when I come home after work, I come in and think, it's John Lennon. Oh, no, it's not. It's Hannah.
I don't mean looks-wise, obviously. And then he said, God bless you, Hannah Murray.
Wow.
I'm definitely like piecing that together for my next promo.
Yeah, I think so.
It was really quite cool. I had to stop myself from going,
God, just imagine.
That was good. You went to the Carvery this week in Torremolinos.
Torremolinos?
Yeah.
Is that the same as Torremolinos?
It is, yeah.
Yes, it was a work thing. It's one of our clients. We're doing the marketing for them. And we had to go for a photo shoot to do some more footage. And they said, well, why not bring Paul along as well? He's part of the team. And we got loads of food and then we photographed it and then we ate it.
Oh, nice. What did you have?
I had roast beef, roast lamb, mint sauce, mustard, roast potatoes, I think that was it.
Didn't you
And a
also
sausage.
have sausage? Didn't you also have some fish and chips?
Well, yeah, that was the other thing. Then what they're doing is a special offer. So they've got some money off on Fish Fridays. So they've got cider battered cod, which was really nice and crispy, and with obviously chips. So we had that. We took photos of that, and then we all shared that. And then I think Oksana also got loads of meats and things, and we all shared that too. So it was like 4 of us, and we shared 3 plates of food.
Oh, fantastic.
It's really good. Really good.
Charlotte's told me about it as well. It's one of her favourites. It's really busy, isn't it?
It was packed. Like literally, we got there at about 5:30. I mean, it took us an hour and a half to get there because the traffic was horrendous, as you'd expect anywhere in the summer on the Costa del Sol. It's horrendous to get to. And when we got there were people trying to get in. And I said, no, we open at 6. And then literally as soon as the doors opened, there were people flying in.
Wow, that's amazing.
They also said that very interestingly, they get a lot of people that are going home via the airport because they know when they go in there, once they've sort of like, sat down and done that bit, their food is instant. They haven't got to wait around for food because they go up and get it. So it's a really clever way to know that you're going to be able to eat in an X amount of time, get out again and get to the airport for your flight.
Oh, that's really good to know. There was a weird moment when I was speaking to you on the phone afterwards because you estimated that you'd be home about 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you were home about 9:30 in the end. It was quite a bit later. So I was speaking to you on the phone and you were saying, oh, I'm just on my way home. And I was like, are you? It sounds like you're in a party. And it sounded like you were standing in the middle of a nightclub. There was like this blaring music.
Wasn't the first time you didn't trust me this week, was it?
Stop it. You were like, I'm on my way home. And I was like, I can clearly hear you're like in a party. And you're going, no, I'm not. And then I realised I still had my Instagram on. It was music on my phone.
So it was you and you didn't trust what I was telling you. For a second time that week. I smiled when I looked at something on my phone. I think it was, what I can't even remember.
I can't remember what it was.
And
I just thought you were doing sneaky things.
Yeah.
It's not
and
like
you took my phone off me and had a look. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, wow. Is that the stage we've got to in our relationship?
Stop it. It's not about trust. It was about, I wanted to see what was making you laugh. I didn't think it was another woman. I don't not trust you in that respect.
I managed to get that screen away quite quickly.
Cheeky bugger. You also had a nice night at Remy this week, went out with some work friends.
I did. Went out with my mates and we went and had the delicious food of Remy. We had popcorn chicken. We had goyosas. We had beef spring rolls. We had pork skewers.
Oh, they're so good.
And we had prawn popcorn chicken.
Oh, nice.
So it was just all so good.
And they liked it.
They loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, what's not to like?
Exactly. How could you not? And you went and had a cocktail at Havana 65?
Yes. So we went, I don't know if you know this, but they've got a roof terrace. So we went upstairs and sat on the roof terrace overlooking the main street of San Pedro and we had cocktails.
So they've done it up. It's a much bigger roof terrace.
Yeah, there's a bar up there now as well.
Oh,
so
wicked.
you don't need to order and walk up. You get everything up there. And I had a espresso martini.
Of course you did.
And so did Joshua. He had an espresso martini too. And Issa had a Hugo Spritz.
Oh, lovely. Nice one. I was, meanwhile, at a gala at the Hard Rock Hotel that we were invited as part of Good Morning Spain, because that's where we film it. And it was like a Rara gala. Rara was a club in Puerto Banús in the 70s and 80s. And they were sort of trying to do they were doing a golden days of Marbella type
nostalgic view of Marbella.
So it was brilliant. So all the music was like proper 80s tunes, a bit of 70s disco thrown in. It was brilliant. The entertainment was great. There was some fabulous dancers, all with like mirror leotards and costumes, and there were men dancing as well, not just the women, as in dancers, professional dancers. It was really great to see. They did like fire dancing in the pool. We met earlier, me and Holly went to Nicole's flat, and she's got a lovely place in San Pedro with gorgeous views. It was really nice. And we had a drink at Exotica before we went. I was wearing my orange dress that I wore for the wedding like a month ago. It's second outing. And I managed to get 2 orange drinks throughout the night that matched my outfit.
So you now coordinate your drinks with your outfit.
I did that night. We were on a press table because Sally joined us as well. Sally, who runs Home and Lifestyles magazine. We were on the press table, which was table number 1. And Sally and Nicole couldn't believe it because they go to a lot of press events. And they said the press table is normally like 19, 23, like all the way at the back. And we were literally on the first table. So we were right near the dancing. It was brilliant.
Sounds like you had a fun night.
We did. There were some great singers. There was a Julio Iglesias tribute who was fabulous. Really, really good. And again, nostalgic with the 70s and 80s. And if you're into Julio Iglesias, he's doing a tribute night at Hard Rock Hotel coming up on the 14th of August. So you can book for that. We had some lovely food. We had a retro prawn cocktail that fit in with the theme. A beef cheek that was really nice and tender. Gorgeous.
A cheek.
Just one. And we had a bit of a dance. It was lovely.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, really
I was
enjoyed
in
it.
before you.
You were home before me. Not long. Was it long?
No, it was only about half an hour, I think.
Okay.
If that.
Saturday, we bought tickets for Chambao.
Yes, at last. Let's hope they don't cancel this one.
I know. They're going to be in Fengarola in September. So we've bought tickets for that. And we also bought tickets this week to see a comedian called Sergi Polo. He is a Spanish comedian, but he sometimes performs in English. And he is performing in English in Estepona on the 15th of August, the day before my birthday. So we bought tickets to see him, and then I sent him an email to see if I could get an interview with him. And I've got an interview with him, which is cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool. He's very well known, actually, in Spain, this guy.
Yeah, he's really well known. He's really funny. So looking forward to that. So tickets for Chambao and also Sergi Polo. So there are still tickets available for both. Yesterday, we were invited to Evelyn and Craig's house or apartment for a barbecue. And oh my goodness, it was barbecue on another level.
Well, it was like a barbecue wine pairing.
It was. We had a 5-course wine pairing meal with a menu and everything.
It was really, really cool. Really enjoyable. Thank you, guys.
I love it. So the menu said bites, booze and balcony views. We had barbecue salmon and prawns. We had a delicious 3 different types of tomato and burrata salad with basil from Evelyn's balcony. We had Cajun chicken tacos, really gorgeous, barbecue fillet steak, garlic mushrooms, they know the way to my heart, and pavlova, which was gorgeous. And it said at the bottom of the menu, prepared with love, smoke, and only a mild amount of panic.
Was she a singer, Pavlova Faith?
Paloma Faith.
Oh, yeah.
Pavlova Faith.
It was something like that.
That would be ridiculous. We had another gorgeous views. They've got beautiful views from their place. I've not been to that development before, but there was this weird kind of mist at the beginning, wasn't it?
It was a sea mist, it must have been. We all thought it was smoke at first.
Yeah, it looked like the sea was on fire.
It was just hanging for ages, but then it started rolling in, didn't it?
Yeah, it was really weird. But then it cleared and it was stunning. You could see the sea and there were boats and really, really gorgeous. And I have found what is the most obvious thing that we've probably all known for years, but it's now suddenly an absolute game changer for me. If you're having a lot to drink, or even if you're not having a lot to drink, if you're having a few drinks, if you down a massive amount of water, you won't get hungover.
Or if you don't drink, you won't get hungover.
Well, that's true. But we had a ridiculous amount of wine because we had 5 courses with wine pairing and wine throughout the afternoon, evening. So we were there at 3 and we left about 10:30. So you do the maths. But we had so much water, particularly me. I drank a lot more water than you. And I felt absolutely fine when I woke up this morning. I can't believe it.
Normally, we wouldn't have been able to do any gardening or anything.
I know.
Now shopping. Into the garden centre.
I'm well impressed with that. So that is my tip for you. You are welcome. I've now become a member of OnlyFans.
You have, yeah. Put a nice photo up of you leaning forward.
Through a fan.
Through a fan.
Yeah, don't panic. That's all I mean. Chill out. You made French toast this morning that was so yummy. I love your French toast.
Yeah, well, I sort of got into it now after having that for my birthday cake in Galcin. I didn't have any cinnamon ice cream, I'm afraid.
But you did put cinnamon on the top.
Oh, yes, I did.
And you put yogurt, so it was yogurt and berries and really delicious.
Yes.
I love it. I met Nikki this morning. My friend Nikki's over from the UK. So we went to Kalima and had a coffee and a smoothie and a catch-up, which was nice.
Was it busy at Kalima?
It was actually. She managed to get a table, but yeah, it was busy. Every table was full. As soon as we left, there was a man there saying, "Is this free now?" And sat down, like pretty much queues.
Yeah, it's a great little venue, that. I mean, it's only a hut, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's always really popular.
It's
always busy.
It's such a beautiful spot on the San Pedro Paseo, but the elephant's gone.
The elephant?
The massive elephant.
Elephant's arse is not there?
The elephant's arse is not there. Normally that's the main thing you can see.
Did someone steal it?
I don't know, but the elephant's
You can't
gone.
run off with the elephant.
You wouldn't have been able to run off with the elephant, no.
Well, but that was good.
I know.
It was a talking point.
I know. But I don't know where it's gone. If it's coming back, I've no idea.
Wow.
So we have spent this afternoon gardening. I've been planting geraniums all around the little pots in our front and back garden. You've mowed the lawn and been cutting stuff back. We've done a bit of weeding. We have worked very hard ahead of a barbecue that we are having next week.
You did karchering. You like karchering.
Oh, I love a karcher. Yeah, I've karchered the back terrace, so everything's nice and clean.
Yes, it looks very, very nice out there now.
So yes, we're all almost ready for our barbecue next weekend. Tomorrow, we're really excited because we're going to the Burger Cup.
Yes, we've been invited to a free burger.
How nice is that?
Yeah, burger of our choice, apparently.
I love that. Do we get one each?
No.
Oh, really? We're actually only getting one?
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe we can buy one.
Yes.
So we can have one each or try half each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can afford a burger.
Okay, nice. So this is running on the boulevard in San Pedro from the 3rd, which is tomorrow, Monday, until the 9th. And I think it's the same organisation that did it in the Ferrier Ground, is it?
No, I don't think it is. I think it's a different one. Very, very similar concept, but no, it's slightly different.
Okay, all different types of burgers. We're excited.
We like a burger now and again.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't until I went to the last burger festival in San Pedro, and that was absolutely epic. So I'm excited for tomorrow.
I wonder if it'll have any of the same people or if it's all different ones.
Yeah, we shall see. There's a new place that has opened, a new restaurant-y place called Bald Brothers, as in B-A-L-D. It's described as a sports bar and street food.
Sports bar, street food and delivery is what it says on the door.
Okay. And it's just down from Albert and Simon, a couple of doors down.
It's where the old taco place used to be, the place that didn't ever tell anybody that they were there or that they were open, didn't do any social media, so nobody knew they were there.
And they shut within 6 months. Yes. So we'll see what happens with Bald Brothers, but we like the idea of street food, so maybe we'll pay it a visit.
I hope it's street food and not roadkill.
Oh, God, yes.
And next door to that is a massage parlour.
Yes, a new massage place.
Now, I'm not sure what type of massage place it is. I'll go and investigate and let you know.
Oh, will you now?
Uh-huh.
So I suggest having the massage before the food. Otherwise, things could go wrong. You shouldn't eat before a massage.
Really?
Yeah, you might make a mess.
That's gross.
Oh, sorry. Pandora, I wanted to mention. Our friends at Pandora, we love Pandora. It's just next to the 24-hour pharmacy in San Pedro. They've started doing a Menu del Dia, which we talked about recently on Good Morning Spain. Menu del Dia is a great thing that they do in Spain. It's basically a 3-course meal. The third course could be a coffee or a dessert or a bit of fruit. The first course is normally like a salad or soup, something like that, depending on the time of year. And then a main course, which could be pasta or some meat. In this case, they're doing chicken and chips or a spaghetti pill, which is a great choice. And it's varying prices. It's supposed to be a really good price. I remember years ago, I mean, we've lived here over 20 years. You could get Menu del Dia for like 8-9 euros, but it's creeped up slightly now.
Creeped up or crept up?
Crept up. Good point. So Pandora doing a 3-course Menu del Dia for $12.50, which I thought was excellent.
Good value.
It's a really good price, so definitely check that out. A few articles to mention from the Euro Weekly News. This headline caught my eye and made me chuckle. It said, "Frizzy hair and finding parking. What expats find tricky about July and August in Spain."
Frizzy hair?
Yes. Oh, you wouldn't know. I can relate to that. I saw Zoe Louise, the lovely singer. She did a post the other day. She said, I straightened my hair before I did my gig tonight. And she showed this video of how unbelievably frizzy and curly it was underneath, showing that there's kind of not much point, which is why I have my hair permanently up from the beginning of June to the middle of September.
Oh, to be a woman.
You don't want to be.
No.
No. So this article was talking about traffic, how much traffic there is,
Well,
which
it
you
is
touched on
insane.
earlier.
Yeah.
You definitely need to leave extra time. If a Germany
Germany
normally takes you 15 minutes,
That's funny.
then give yourself half an hour. Give yourself extra time doing any kind of car journey. A, because of traffic. B, if you need to find parking, it'll probably take longer. As soon as the kids broke up from school in the UK, the next day we were like, whoa, where's all these people come from? It also said about ants, mozzies and flies.
And spiders. I'm watching one crawling around the wall right now. It's heading your way.
Oh, great. Oh, my God, it was over there when it started.
I've been
it's gone around the whole room.
Yeah, it's going for a bit of a lap around the room.
So, yeah, there's a lot of insects about. Another thing it mentioned is that it's harder to get a taxi. And we've experienced this a few times in the last week or so.
So the normal taxis are harder to get. And the problem with Uber is that because they're that on-demand service, the prices of an Uber zoom up.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's been really stupid money to do what would normally be like an €8 journey. It can be 45. So be careful of that. Make sure you double check your prices. I mean, the main taxis can't do that because they've got fixed costs.
Yeah.
But obviously the Uber and maybe Bolt as well, they will vary depending on how busy they are. So, yeah, double check all of that.
So, yeah, don't accept the price if you don't want to pay it. I've seen various people moaning online saying my daughter paid €150 for a taxi from Banús to San Pedro. That's ridiculous. And people have gone, yeah, but she accepted it. You know what I mean? Before you accept the journey, you get given a price and only accept it if you're prepared to pay that price. So that's definitely a word of warning. There was another piece which I thought sounded amazing. There is an entire Spanish village for sale in Galicia. It includes 40,000 square meters of land, over 2,000 square meters of buildings. There's 11 houses in total. 3 are ready to move into. So it's going to cost a lot of money with renovations and stuff like that. Even so, how much do you reckon this village is?
1.5 million.
850,000.
Well, it's not bad for a village, is it?
That's pretty cool.
Do you have to be the mayor? Do people live there?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think you could do what you want with it. I mean, it would be amazing to make it into a retreat or something, wouldn't it? I mean, you'd need some serious money.
Retreat.
Well, I mean, you'd need some serious money because it said 850,000 is sort of the smallest amount you'd be spending because only 3 of the 11 houses are ready to move into. So it would cost a massive amount of money in order to get everything done up, wouldn't it?
Yes. So that's why they sometimes sound like they're an amazing deal until you look into it a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. And something we was mentioned, there was a few articles in the Euro Weekly News. One of the biggest news stories of this week, not just for Spain, but for Europe, really, has been people from Morocco. About 60,000 people from Morocco crossed into Ceuta, basically broke down the border. They went through the border into Ceuta. Ceuta is a Spanish enclave, which is next to Morocco. It borders Morocco, so it's on the northern coast of Africa. So despite what many people have been reporting in the media, it's not the Spanish mainland. So when people say they've broken into Spain, yes, it is a part of Spain, but it's not on Spanish or European mainland.
Yeah, this is, again, the usual press and stories in the UK that were making out it was something it wasn't. And of course, off the back of that, everybody's gone potty and there's all these posts about it. See, we told you this is going to happen. We should boycott Spain because they've got open borders with, and it's just not. To get from there to mainland Spain, number one, they can't swim because they would die because the Straits of Gibraltar is a very, very rough sea.
Yeah.
That's why they don't do that. And also they wouldn't have made a mainland Spain. And they've been sent back, most of them anyway. I think there's still a few in there. But yes, it's not going to happen. It's not going to mean that there's an invasion, as some people have been making out. Despair at some people. They just look for any opportunity to actually have a go at the country they live in. I've seen people that live here that have been spreading this sort of, see, Europe's being invaded. And it's like, what are you doing? You live here. If you're so into this, go and live somewhere else.
Yeah.
Go, if you don't, a lot of these people are really pro USA as well and Trump. And it's like, well, go and live. If you love it, go and live with Trump and see what it's like there with your healthcare and all that sort of thing.
There was a horrendous video, AI video, that Elon Musk posted about the situation in Spain. And you and I were literally open-mouthed watching it. He didn't
create it. So it was actually a zombie movie, I found out.
Okay.
But he was making out that was what was happening in Spain.
Okay. I was going to say fair enough, but that doesn't make it any better, does it?
It showed all these people falling to their deaths on cars, then somebody with a machine gun opening fire at all these people climbing a wall. But it doesn't matter that it was a film or whatever it was. It was what he said and how he depicted it. Then he said, joking.
He said, this is the situation in Spain right now, sharing that video, suggesting that people are climbing a wall, falling to their death, like splattering on the floor. It was horrible. It was very graphic. And then, as you say, someone there with a machine gun shooting at people climbing a wall. And then he put underneath the video, only joking.
Yeah, and it's not a joke.
What?
That is not a joke.
How is that remotely funny to suggest that might be going on in any country, like laughing at people being killed or falling to their death? I mean, it's so distasteful. It's unbelievable.
It's these people with immense amounts of money and power. We're careful not to say too much about the Trump situation, but, some of the things that he comes out with, I mean, I'm just reading some stuff there. We're locked and loaded and ready to destroy Iran and all this sort of stuff. It's like, why? Why have that rhetoric?
Yeah, it's not okay to talk like that.
No.
It's really
we're talking about human beings, whatever nationality they are, whatever religion they are. They're human beings.
Yeah. And he's a world leader. He should be setting examples.
Yeah, diplomacy.
Young people, particularly in America, I guess, will hear their leader talking like that about human life and think, oh, yeah, it's okay if you don't like a race to just want to kill them. And I mean, it's just, really baffling. Anyway.
On to new things.
Hope you had a nice week and hope you have a great week ahead. We're looking forward to our burger tomorrow. It is goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from her.